Hello there everyone, today we will be reviewing another model kit. Now you say, well, didn't you review one? Yes I did. However, that's the Transformers one. I'm talking about another Gundam. Now we're talking about the high grade. I'm gonna see real grade for a second. I don't have real grade. As of now, I don't have real grade at all. My collection. I haven't done one quite a while, but I might want to do ones in the since new RX did come out and I do want to pick it up. I just don't have time to. Anyways, we'll be looking at the Zaku 2 Charged Zaku. Now, this is from the original Gundam series. It's more of a revive. Or one of those ones, like the RX. Like, that one had a revival, which is kind of like an updated version up to an original version. If that makes any sense. I'm trying to make it somewhere better. And this one cost me $30 from Hobby Lobby. Now, I do own the Zaku from also the Origin show as well. I get two of them because of the differences in armor bits you get. And this one here does have some a bit one armor piece that's a little different, but it's rubber for the skirt. And I did pin line it as well, so you might see parts of it that are pin lined of it, but I tried. Okay, y'all. But I do have another Zaku. I did three Zakus in my collection that are going to be reviewed. Trust me, I'm worth doing it because they're really good compared to the actual ones. Those are really good. I like these kits. This one is kind of a starter for me as a Zaku, which I do like actually. Now let's take a close look at it and see how the details, portability, and everything come with it. Yeah. Now here's Red Saku up close, and I will say the hands on it. I did glue the little top pieces. If not, they're gonna come off. This one's not fully on there, so if it annoys you, it annoys me too. Now you do get a good amount of hands, especially for a high grade, where sometimes you only get one pair of hands. So let's take up all the hands and see what ones you get. Now you have two, so two on the right hand. They're pretty the same thing, which I don't know why they did two of them, but they did. A trigger finger hand, which I still need to fix myself over time. And you also have a trigger finger hand for the left hand. A closed hand as well for the left hand, and also a open palm hand for the left hand. Now, you do get a good range of hands at least, which is good because you may not have a lot of hands, because this one gives you more than enough, especially for a model kit. This part doesn't want to come. This part let it come off because it is so loose within the joint of it, which is quite a problem for me because I find that annoying. Now, the parts on it I think are pretty good looking. Now I did penline it, like I said. This part right here in particular, the tubing of it was not the funnest because you had to put that in to get this in. But it is very flexible, so you don't need to worry about it breaking on you. And like I said, there is extra parts. Now for the skirt piece in particular, it is on a ball joint, and you are meant to take this off and change it for a rubber skirt if you wanted to. Now, from what I know, this is meant in case you want to leave it on or better instead of having these ball joints. Yes. This right here, I can see is annoying, but mainly it just for the sides of it. Mainly for, well, mainly for this part, for the front. Now, I'm just gonna show it off. Now you take everything off from here. Well, take all the parts from right here off. And now what you're meant to do is put all this around. And it is kind of simple. But do one piece at a time because you can't rush it. And there is a thing to show it on there. It is possible to get on there. Let me see real quick. If I remember, I think you put this part on first. Oh yeah, you're letting me slide everything around here. So this is, I'm gonna leave this off for a good reason. Now the articulation on it, it's pretty basic, and especially when you take off the skirt, it is pretty basic underneath because this is just sitting right here in the middle. There's nothing to do with it, but especially when you take off the leg of it. Now, it is very good of how it looks. I'm be honest. The knee is double jointed, and this tube right here does bend. So there's no worry about flexing it or worrying about it's gonna break. It's very good for how it looks underneath also, especially when you panline it. I do need some cleaning of it, so yes is afterwards. Now, especially with the skirt. Now with the skirt, the side skirts of them, it just plugged in here, so there's not much to do with that. You would think they would be. It just all pushes in together, boom. Just simple as that. And when you do put the skirt on, it does limit some of the movement on it. But yet again, it's a zaku, and some zakus are not really very good for posability for this kind of reason. But I will say that looks pretty good for what you do and have for this kit. And everything just goes right on. It looks very good either way. Now with the upper half on the body, the articulation is your standard-ish kind of thing. Now, the arm go up a double-jointed kind of way. The wrist area is on a bottom like this that goes in here. That is interesting for me because I have not seen that ever. And I do have other zakus. I got the blue zaku, but did not do this. Surprisingly, but it's only this right here. This is the only one that really does it that I have in my own collection that does this. Nothing else does this. The little short pieces do come off as well, and the arm light do like to pop out once in a while. But you do get up and down movement at the arm shoulder piece. So instead of the shoulder piece, you can move up or down, which is very very good. This one, like I said, does move them, but not really much. Not much of it, because since it is getting in front of something, not much for it. The head is my favorite articulation. Now I took up the head for a reason on this one. Now with the head, you get rotated back forth, and it's so cool. And it does use sticker, but I decided to use some nail polish to make it look a little more better for me, because I do have emoed the same thing. The head is on a ball joint kind of thing where it does move up and down, so you get a little more movement within it. Thankfully. Now with all these accessories you have them, are the hands, the heat hawk, which I did paint, but I'm probably gonna redo anyways. The weapon of choice for Saku, of course, and I did try to paint some of the weapon scopes, so yes. But I did try those, and there's not really much or like things to move on these things. Really, meaning this part, like the side handle for the rocket, and this does to open down. And they do give you some extra things for the gun. And this is really cool because you can put this on the side of the skirt, so in case you want to show it off. And it does give you extra space to put the heat hawk. Just put it on the side of this and put the heat hawk right here. It does go in, and it's very good tight. It's very good fit. And you do this, and this is mainly just for the stand, because then there is no hole right here for the most part, especially for a kit. So you just slide it in, and you can put a stand on it, which is pretty good. Which I'm probably will use a stand on this. Probably, I'll be real with you. I probably will. Now let's do some size comparisons for this kit, because I think it is pretty good for what you're getting. Now let's hand it straight up because in a Pride Month, and also I don't have Pride Month. Anyways, here's the last review. I did more work on it, so that video's a lot dated, but I don't think it matters to me. Now, comparing the sizes of these, yes, normally a high grade isn't that big. I mean, you are looking at different size comparisons too. Here's a RX 70-2. This is the Beyond Glow version. I do have the Revival version, but I got that on a swing. And here's Albion Primal from Kingdom. I think it was pretty good. Now, let's get to my fun dust on this on the kit. Now, should I recommend you getting this kit? Yes. Let me figure it out. Yes. Anyways. Now, should I recommend you the kit? Yeah. Due to the articulation being a little more better because I did forget to point out the feet do go out, but the thing that are on is really cool of how they do it. Sorry, I lost my train of thoughts. Now, I will say it does have some problems as a kit, but it's like every model kit technically. It is only a high grade looking at. You're already only looking at a high grade. There is issues clearly of some parts being gappy and not fitting together, but that's the standard thing. And I'll be honest, if you can fix it yourself, do it. I mean, you get the time to do it. You can fix it yourself. I think it's really good of a product, especially if you're getting into more other type of gun nuts other than just the RXs, or getting into orphanages, or stuff like that. And zaku's gives you a little break from doing the same monotonous stuff, and then giving her a weapon to use for my other kits, like the He-Hog, the rockets, the rocket launcher, the stuff like that. It gives me other weapons to add to the weapon area I have, because of course I do. That's my storage stuff. It's not the best, but it's not the prettiest. But I think it's really good of a kit. You should probably get one if you can find one reasonable. Yeah, like I said, reasonable. It's a mixed bag. Even be a little more reasonable, or not reasonable. Even for me, paying a little 30 over 30. It's up to you if you want to pay for that, but you might be a little disappointed in a way. I'm not. So yeah, that's on you. So I have a good day, y'all. Peace out. And everything is in my, I'll put in the description. You can see it there. Yeah.